This is made up of calcium sulfate, and this is makes the water highly turbid. Now I'll just show you what happens when we dissolve this into water. You can see how the whole thing is getting turbid. So this is what will happen if we use the idols made up of plaster of Paris. The entire water is turbid. It is highly insoluble, and this remains for a long time. Now if we have, if you have an idol made up of clay, now this is the clay, and this, if it is dissolved in water, you can see now this gets merged with the soil and that gets into the sediment. So therefore we really recommend using of the Eco Ganesha. Plaster of Paris contains calcium sulfate, which can take several years to fully dissolve. It also reduces the oxygen level in water, kills the fishes and other aquatic animals, and the end result is the huge amount of water pollution, which then gets mixed with other types of waste, thereby poisoning our water sources for several years. Well, as we all know, the plaster of Paris is the main basic raw material used in idol production. Normal water is used to mix the POP powder to make the solution, which is poured into the rubber mold, which is covered with the POP mold. The POP mold is used to cover the rubber mold made by mixing the POP paste and the coconut coir. Once the idol is extracted, the detailing works are done with the chisel. Finally, the idol is painted with black Japanese oil, which is made by mixing tar, varnish and kerosene. After coating the black color, the idol is being painted with glittering gold, copper, silver, bronze and many other bright colors. So, as we all know that the more the colorful the idol is, the more harm it will cause. There are many heavy metals which are toxic get into the paint pigment. Paint pigments such as cobalt, antimony, arsenic, copper, manganese, nickel, mercury and lead. These are highly toxic to the human. Here is one example where lead pigment is widely used to make the lead white or the red lead, and research has shown that the children absorb 50% more of the lead pigments into their gastrointestinal tract, thereby affecting their behavior problems, decreasing their IQ, affecting their kidneys, causing anemic and affects the nervous system. Similarly, the cadmium heavy metal, which gives the bright yellow color, has shown to affect the renal functioning. It also causes osteoporosis. So therefore, what are we doing to our water body? What are we doing to our ecosystem? Aren't we introducing these toxic metal? Already all our precious water body are under high pressure of the daily discharge of sewage, industrial effluent, plastic and other waste, which is being dumped into the water untreated. Idle immersion only adds to this burden. So, can't we have a change in mindset? There is a deep need for changing our thought process, making a greener choice when selecting idol is one option. Lord Ganesha made by the student Bhumika. Now inside this she has put the seeds of tulsi. Now what she's going to do is, after the entire the puja, the next day she's going to introduce into the pot that she has made, right? She's introducing it into it, and then she is going to pour a little bit of water, and this whole process will take about 10 days. During this process, the entire clay and the mud will get dissolved, and after a few days we can see the tulsi plant coming out. So what we are really looking at is that we are, for us God is very, very important. He's very precious, and for us also the environment is very precious. The lakes, which are highly important water body for us, it is all disappearing. So why should we go and contaminate and deteriorate the quality of the lake, right? So can we, as students, as individuals, as responsible individuals, can we do something where we can prevent this entire deterioration of the lakes, and just the entire process can be done at home itself, so that we can see the beautiful tulsi growing, where we can see the Lord's blessing on us.